Hi-oh, beaver! Away!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Critscast as we enter the final week of the season. And every season we do have many permutations and different chances for teams to claim those final playoff spots and try and get as high a seeding as possible for the end of season playoffs. It is season 21, it is week 5, it is CP Steel, everyone's favorite map because you get to fall into the pit. We are live here with going to be open squad in the blue, attacking first, and SDCK in the red. They'll be defending and trying to beat the time. Be interesting to see how they play this game. Nubby on Demo Man. I'm not sure if that's a permanent. He's played a couple of games so far this season. This will be his third game, whereas Sandburn was supposed to be the main, and he is a very, very smart player, a very smart gamer. Last season that I played, I did play with him on Demo Man, and his strats and rotations and gameplay was extremely strong on this map. And it'd be interesting to see how they adapt with Nubby, but obviously Nubby was their main last season. So, I mean, this is as close to main roster as you get with them. They play with the same players over and over again. So, last chance, 5 seconds to go, but predictions, is this going to be a 6-0?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's still going to be a 6-0 even without Sunburn calling it. I mean, Jackie Legs, like I said before, is a big comma for them. He's going to be common for the flank. And yeah, I mean, there's still wisened up enough. I'm sure Clark knows his rotations for the sentry as well and will be doing that actively, so we'll see what happens.
As we always see, not much happening. Giving up that A point. Letting, I mean, I'm looking at Karik. He's got his level 3 in the spawn, and he's not carrying it to A. Unless he's... I'm not sure if he's going to do the Eureka effect or something, but not really much going on. Arcade's just chilling with his sign out in spawn.
We've got Bonk.
Yeah.
Bonk from Sky. He's just chilling in front of him. He's called them all out.
Span's actually getting over to the D point with Lardox and Psycho. So the three of them have actually got across. And yeah, Kazra going down to Denkra. So I mean, this is a bit of a fake to go for this this E play. And the flank is actually doing pretty well. And slowly but surely, the combo of Open Squad are moving towards the B point. Yahoo is playing close to the choke. And they're just trying to find some space. Poker is up on the high ground. He's just going to get absolutely melted at.
Yep.
As does the teleporter. Uber is used. Gedu still has that 100% charge. He's going to be able to use it onto Yahoo to keep him alive. But Murphy jumps in behind, gets the sentry down. Great timing with the stab from Psycho, who also gets the backstab onto Gedu.
Wow.
Launched forward and gets the stab. And SDCK are reeling right now.
I think they baited Nubby to rotate, because Nubby wasn't in that Uber, so this is really strange. But if Nubby was there, I really feel like that would have gone completely differently, but he just wasn't there. Kaz is now in this window, but yeah, that huge stab from Psycho onto Getty means they've got massive heal out coming in here. But they need some spam classes in here. I mean, I don't know, I feel like Blur kind of just fed there. Poker's going to come back in here, and there's only like 3 people right in, so Murphy got a lot of work ahead of him here.
Yeah, now he takes down a couple of people. Poker takes down Denkra, but Murphy comes in with the pipes, takes down Poker, but the heals are back on B for SDCK. Yahoo is on the point, air blasting people away, but that last sticky is going to take him down. And SDCK, 3 players down at the moment. Nubby very weak, having to be healed up by Gedu. And this is an Uber advantage. Actually gets taken down by the pipes of Murphy. And this is actually an advantage for Arcades. They have 100% charge right now. Gedu's only at 45. And look where they are. They're in the B spawn. They're rotating to C buff. They've given up B, and you know they're getting ready for some sort of E play here because they're stuck.
I feel like there was actually, for the first time ever in SDCK's combo, I feel like there was actually a comm issue there. Because I feel like they felt like they wanted to go back onto B, but then like some people were saying no, and there was a bit of like counter calling, because nobody tried to peek it and then didn't, and like peeked it and then died. So now, yeah, like you said, they got that. Well, they did have an actually, but Gedu's built so well here in White Room, and now they're got a counter Uber. So the Uber's straight in, and we'll see this trade.
Oh, they take out Clark! Denkra with the headshot. That sentry is so weak on E, and it is going to go down to Denkra, who's in that window and is able to just eliminate a big thing. But take a look at everything else. 4 kills, make that 5 coming down here for SDCK, taking down a lot of people. Yeah, the conch so strong, and they're even getting aggressive, clearing out. Blur goes down, Murphy goes down, teleport is cleaned up, and actually May is still on the chase. Arcades is in the spawn, but he's not safe. And he also gets spans with the pistol, takes down 2. But Arcade's going down is huge. I'm really not sure what Open Squad were doing there. I mean, they captured B, 50% advantage. The logical opportunity would go to straight to C, surely. Just take that, lock down that, and get the bridges out for E.
Yeah, massive misplay in my opinion. Like, they should have just gone straight to C. They were all on B right there with the players like that they had. They still, like, because they have an Uber, kind of extend the lives of the players they had in their combo there, even without the rest of the flank being there, and just leave them kind of as a distraction. But instead, they decided to rotate all the way around. By that time, got 100%, and now he's getting 100% once again, and now Murphy's got down. So even if they're going to try and take the C point, it's going to be a very big struggle.
Yeah, Murphy trades with poker, but because of the fact that you know, attacking team gets longer spawns, sorry, defending team gets longer spawns, he spawns 10 seconds before poker the player. He traded with a big Vladox. Great play, catches him out on the shelf before he tries to get away. Nubby takes down Karik again, and his sentry gun, just making sure that engineer doesn't get the chance to get set up there. And there's a lot of frags going down here, but.
Yeah, Murphy with the beautiful stick there, actually, to jump in, manages to get Nubby there. There's absolutely no fear on this man. Mez is going to try and take a 1v1, takes a nice pipe from him, actually. May get thrown up into the air by Blur. This is what you want to see, like the combo being a bit more clumped together here on the C point. They managed to catch them out, but nice bomb from Lardox there onto Getty, meaning they've got heal advantage here. And they've actually got 100% on the arcades, so I can see if they try and take this into E as soon as the bridge is up.
Yeah, again, like, C was totally unprotected there by SDCK. They managed to get some open time? Open squad managed to get some time on the point. And SDCK, rather than just holding on to White Room, which would have probably been the safer bet, they tried to defend it, and losing a medic in the process, Arcades now has this huge Uber, and, you know, this could potentially be sealed out. It's just under 5 minutes it's taken them to get to this opportunity, this point, sorry. Oh, wow, May takes down Murphy. Murphy dropped out of this, and the Uber's going to be used. No demo man. It's going to really make them struggle here.
I'm not a fan of this rotation. Their combo was in right room, and they decided to go to D rather than just go around to main and go and try and fight on E and just jump people across the point. But yeah, now they're going to be at Uber this side. They're going to get trapped in here. They got no demo. Jackleg's coming in from the spawn. Yeah, nobody just holds the W through this sort of connecting area and picks off the medic. So. I don't know, I mean they've got a decent amount of time here, but like the spawns will come in and like, yeah, they're just going to group here SDCK and clear them off the point.
I feel like Open Squad are getting these advantages and they're not using them properly. Actually, Murphy comes in from behind, gets a nice sticky onto Gedu, but because D point isn't capped, that spawn door is open, he's able to get there in time. And they're getting decent pressure on D here, and actually SDCK trying to come in through this choke area, but it's made hard for them, and they are going to have to use their Uber. Probably a bit of overkill, they didn't need to as everyone was already dead. But they weren't sure of that, they didn't have the communication. Karik now trying to battle a mini sentry and maybe get some pressure onto D while the rest of your team are focusing on E. But yeah, I mean, Open Squad keep getting these opportunities, these advantages, and they're getting themselves into a position where they're not being clinical with it, and SDCK are winning the aftermath because they're just superior positioning and they're winning the DM fights.
Yeah, totally agree. And like, yeah, they're gonna try and come to the point now. They don't have everyone in here. Like, I mean, Blur could have probably gone to heaven there. And oh yeah, nice up there. Oh, gets arcades as well. But Denker actually on the Huntsman here, interestingly enough, just trying to spam them. But they've got some positioning in White Room here. It's kind of difficult for them to deal with. And yeah, they're just spamming out of this main connector.
Kazarok takes down Medic, Scout, and Demo Man. That's your heals, your cap time, and your lockdown removed, and that's exactly what they needed on this E point to really, you know, get some time and solidify their control. But Kazarok just walking out that spawn door, and that shows the importance of actually getting that D point, because, you know, without it, that spawn door is open, so the defensive team can just walk straight onto the E point and have that angle. But if you get the D point, which to be fair, Open Squad have been trying to do, but I guess they're not getting that simultaneous cap going down, and SDCK have been able to rotate very easily with it. Nekra, just a bit too wise there for Mezzo, catches him out. Hashtag B-Day, happy birthday to Mezzo for his birthday today. But Ghetto is the one with the treats. He has 100% Uber, and I'm sure he's going to gift it to someone soon. Arcade's only at 95.
Oh yeah, and Kaza coming back in for the spawns. Oh, huge pipes from Nubby though. It's Krikas fans, both the caps on the point there. They're actually getting the best of poker there for some interesting sightline into White Room. But I mean, the flank almost alone is just making it hard for them to come in here. I mean, Nubby's just trying to spam them out. And yeah, I don't know, there has to be some sort of trade here, but this positioning from White Room, and I don't know, I feel like they just need to jump Kaza. It's kind of just alone here. There's not really anyone over here. There you go, goes down to Denkra.
Denker actually dominating Kazarok there. Sniper versus sniper battle is not something you usually see very much on Steel, but Ubers are going to be exchanged here. It's a very awkward situation. Demos and Pyros getting flashed up, but Murphy is the one that gets dropped out of that Uber exchange. Nobody falling into the pits, but not having your demo is going to be pretty crucial here. And as it is, remember, with that C point capped, attacking team spawns are pretty much instant. defending team spawns are around 20 to 25 seconds, but at the moment it doesn't really matter because SDCK are taking down more players than they're losing. Poker down, and again, he's in that queue for a long time now, but they're keeping control of this area. Bucken, it doesn't look like Open Squad are changing their tack. They want to push through BC.
I feel like if they like play more together here with the buffs, like they can probably catch people out here because nobody's quite far forwards. But like Degu isn't with him. Degu's just sort of chilling in White Room with Yar here at the moment. Like the SDCK are very spread out. I really feel like Open Squad need to take advantage of the fact that they're really spread out here. Just going with buffs, get the space on E, get the high ground, try and lock them out the spawns and just spam White Room. But they don't seem to be doing that. But however, loads of picks coming in.
Murphy with the pipes takes down Gedu, kills Yahoo as well, and Nubby gets picked off. Like you said, he was on his own, and people are getting picked off on the flank. And from Curse of the Caster, maybe. I mean, we were talking about they need to do something different, and they've just wiped SDCK from nothing. Even Jackie Legs types in the chat, he's astounded as to what just happened. And there are going to be some spawns coming in. That D point isn't being pressured right now, and it hasn't been capped, so the spawn on E side will be available. But it does look like SDCK want to come through the B connector here. BC Yahoo takes a lot of damage, and they're trying to get some spam onto the point. It's going to be very difficult. Murphy does get taken down, so that lockdown is not going to be available. Mate just runs onto the point. They get so much damage. Nubby with 2 kills with the stickies. They take down Arcades, they take down everybody, and the cap's so close, but it doesn't get finished.
That was so unfortunate. I think if Sis had more ammo, he might have been able to like reflect May off the point and then probably cap it. But I think he probably just about ran out of ammo there, being very unfortunate there. So yeah, very close count there. I don't know. STC calls them pretty cluttered then because they were probably in a bit of a panic state. But Murphy doing a good job of spamming them out, but just does get caught out by May just holding W into him. So yeah, really well played by STCK to just come in through that choke.
I think they actually coordinated it very well because a lot of people came through BC, pressured through there, and like you said, they took down Murphy, but then when everyone started looking towards BC to defend it, 3 people came from the E side at the same time. Like, it would have been very tempting for everyone to just run through the spawn at the same time. They wouldn't have gotten to the E point simultaneously, but they did it so it was coordinated. It worked out really well from any other way, and they would have been picked off one by one. But it does look like Open Squad are getting some kills now. 4 down on SDCK. Yahoo runs onto the point. Nubby gets a kill onto Psycho just to stop, but Denkro with the snipe takes down Gedu. Advantage for Arcades now, and surely this is going to be a chance for Open Squad to seal out this round.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they just Uber Murphy straight across the point into the spawn here, into wherever their combo is. Nobody's alone now in White Room. They can get this some spawn time since there's so long spawns on SDCK. About 5 seconds till they get the spawns in, but Heavy going down there, Blur getting picked off, but I mean this Uber comes into White Room to try and catch out Nubby, and yeah, he gets panned there by Murphy, and there's only 3 up. Jackalez does his best to come in, but Sis doing a good job of reflecting on the point. There's a mini build from Karik as well. Kazrock's doing his best to try and get some hits down in there, but there we go. I think Open Squad would have been a bit disappointed there, because I think they could have got it from that first attempt at the cap.
Yeah, no, definitely. It took them, you know, another minute or 2 to eventually finish off that cap, and I think they had 2 opportunities that were really lost there. They had the opportunity where, you know, they destroyed them on B. They had this huge Uber advantage, and they decided to completely cross the map and go towards White Room, and maybe go for an E play, which gave enough time for SDCK to rotate and get their charge up. If they'd just gone for C instead, then they would have probably been able to cap that with no resistance, and that would have helped them later in the game. But then again, where they had the Uber advantage pushing from C, they didn't really take advantage of it going into the White Room. So, you know, Open Squad having these advantages, getting the picks required. You know, SDCK haven't been totally rock solid, but every single time that Open Squad try to utilize that advantage, SDCK show that teamwork and that coordination and just bounce back. So a big challenge here for Open Squad to hold on, but I mean, we've seen it happen before in the past.
Yeah, very true. I mean, if that's, you know, they've kind of rocked the boat a bit there, and I think Open Squad might be feeling maybe some confidence from that, and the fact that SDCK did make some mistakes and that they did get a wipe. So there's something, like, I mean, that must gotta be the first time I've actually seen SDCK wiped in Highlander for a very long time on any map. Still probably being one of the best maps to do it on, obviously, because it's all very close quarters and long respawn times. But yeah, I don't know. I think if they'd had better rotations there, they're doing a better job, but they're going to maybe think about doing an E push here, possibly, from SDCK.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, isn't it? I mean, Psycho is there on the A point, and he's trying to get that information, just looking through the door. There's nothing there. Kazuro goes drop down, goes for that cheeky snipe, but gets caught out by Murphy. And it does look it's going to be a B exchange, and then that bonk coming in again, just taking the attention of the sentry, forcing Blur off of the high ground. Karik actually goes down to Yahoo's shotgun, and then the sentry follows soon after. Not much protection there on their engineer. Without a level 3, both Ubers still in play. This is going to be some high ground for SDCK to push from, and they use fairly early here.
Oh, but Blur's gonna get picked off here. The Uber's not onto him, even though they go straight into from SDCK, and they need to leave here. I'm not sure why they're still holding close in here. Yahoo's behind them. Could just try and airblast. Just decides to hold M1. Arcade's just managed to leave here though. Yahoo's on the chase to the power drop, but he goes the wrong way into the spawn just to see if he was there. But yeah, Arcade's living here might be slightly useful if you could just build with someone, but I don't know. Bit of a dodgy hold there.
It all kind of lost when they lost their sentry very early on, and they should have maybe reverted to a passive hold, played around their sniper, but SDCK knew that without a level 3 in play, they could just Uber in, take the exchange, and Nubby taking the majority of the Uber just means he's just going to DM people on the point and get so much down, and Blur's trying to hold on to the C point without much luck. Lots of players in the blue all over that point right now, and like you said, Arcades, if you've been building a little bit, maybe could have got, made it equal Ubers. It's about 25% behind right now, so if SDCK push this on the dot, they may be able to catch him out, but it is Highlander. We may not happen, but look where Clark is. He's got a level 3 in BC connector already.
Yeah, and for the record, can I just say I hate this white room hold that they've done here, because they're just giving up this entire spawn space where they should be. Like, yeah, even Poker's here, and he just basically took out, well, he's forced Murphy back almost alone, and they've given up this space on D as well. I mean, they could contest this, but because everyone's so spread out, they've just lost, like, everyone. Arcade's going down on 94% there as well. I don't know, it's a bit of a tragedy.
I mean, they had a sentry in White Room. I don't think I've seen that for the past 5 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen someone set up a sentry in White Room, and it didn't really work because SDCK just Ubered onto it and cleared out everybody. And then Arcades was healing Mezzo when he was at like 90%, and then Mezzo just takes the buff and revolvers him and kills him. So,
Big air blaster from Sis! Pushes like a bunch of people away, gets like 2 people in the pit. So get your exclamation mark pits in the chat. Sorry to interrupt there, but yeah, I don't know. Just last second push in there, but doesn't manage to point.
But we are on to the second round now. Super Dickmann's taking that first round fairly comfortably. They'll be attacking first now. We'll have to see if they can set a fast time, and Open Squad will be trying to beat it. Of course, if Super Dickmans do win this round, it'll be 2-0, 6 points for them, and they'll be... well, I mean, with that round, Spark, they've confirmed their top seed status for the playoffs, and, I mean, do you see many of the teams currently vying for playoffs, challenging them come the end of the season?
I don't know, I mean, it's going to be sort of close between, like, Bankheist and... I think the Bankheist and Vision is going to be the main thing. And like, yeah, I mean, Poetech's been looking pretty strong, so and see how the I reckon that's going to be looking at a typical SDCK Poetech finals. But yeah, I'll have to see how the rest of the teams do it and how many points they can gather and if they can get any qualifier advantages.
It'll be interesting to see as Jackie Legs dies straight away to Murphy. Yeah, it does get interesting as we go into the postseason, because at that point, you don't play the maps that ETF2L tells you to play. You play the maps you get to choose. There is a pick ban system. We did see Failure Esports, aka Poetech, play against SDCK in the UGC final, and UGC has a seeding system as well, and Poetech were essentially the top seeds there, and they did go on to lose it 2-0. So that kind of set the standard, and there are other teams vying for it as well, but it does look like SDCK are going for the E play here. They have got May on the E point. Nubby is already taunting outside the spawn door. There are stickies there, and the rotation, they're actually pushing into B from behind. They've Ubered in from behind on B, and they've made the exchange, and still it's difficult for them to rotate. Look where Poker is.
I know.
He's up on the top of B. I don't think if they know he's there or not. Sis does know, but you can't reach him.
He's vibing.
He's dropping down.
Oh god, nah. Okay. Poker with a bit of a BM play there, just holding the connector area, but oh, Yahoo going down though. This might be big for them because they can just sort of sit here and not worry about getting air blasted back. But yeah, he's gonna just start spamming the point now. A lot of caps on him though. Murphy's got a big job here trying to spam the point, and Jackie Legs is gonna sit there, kind of feeds him through the connector area. But I don't know. I really feel like Larnox though.
Maybe that was one taunt too many from Nubby as Lardox comes in and takes down his medic. Nubby does die from it, but he does take down the soldier in exchange. So a lot of cap time on E, actually. But like you said, that death from Yahoo was kind of crucial because it stopped them denying BC.
Yeah, now they're going back to B. I mean, yeah, they've seen their combo coming in here now. Poker taking a lot of damage there. May going down for his trolls. Nobody trying to spam in here. Creek needs to wrangle the gun, but he doesn't. Gets going down. Arcade's in a bit of an awkward position here. Big bomb in from JackeyLegs actually trying to get Denker there. He kind of surfs out. Nobody just holding W as well, jumps in. And manages just to get out. Oh, never mind. Gets picked off by Psycho. But I mean, there's a lot of SDCK down right now, and Arcade's still alive.
Yeah, and you know the thing about not capping the point means it degrades quite a lot, and now there is no cap time left on E. Like it's totally gone. So all of that effort and all of this time has been spent on nothing, and it's allowed Open Squad to rebuild on B. And an SDCK are actually in, but Karika Murphy are behind, and they're going to try and pressure, but no, it doesn't work. Gedu does go down to Spans in the end, who comes in and cleans up the damage. But SDCK were wise that there was a flank going on. Denker trying to peek the point, does get JackeyLegs, but this B point surely is going to fall now.
Trying to peek in here, but the Poker's in this kind of low ground window spot. Let's make it try and pick off Denker here. Denker, a bit far forward there, gets caught out by the scout, but they've got a decent ad here actually if they want to try and hold this connector. However, they need Murphy with them here. This connector's very hard to hold without your demo because you've got nothing to spam them out. And Blur's just kind of alone here. I think they're going to maybe Blur if they get really close. Arcade is a bit exposed here. They're actually on C. I mean, the Clark this entire time has been uncontested on C. Has a telly there. Like, they've all just rotated in behind because of this teleport that they've not dealt with. So, big shout out to Clark here actually coming in clutch for this positioning.
Arcade actually uses his Uber, but he's got no one to use it on, so has to run away with Spans to White Room, and they're going to try and rebuild their defenses here. Murphy and Blur down for another 10 seconds, and Gedu already at 60%, so we're talking like a 50% ad here. SDCK are just rotating out. Oh, Karik with the Wrangle kill on the medic, Spans with the Cleaver kill on Kazarok, and somehow Open Squad gains some sort of control over this round.
They kept staying, and yeah, okay, sure, their gun and stuff's on C. I mean, it's not really doing much now because it's the capped it, but like, they did a bit of another BM rotation in through Death Corridor, I feel. They didn't really, I don't know whether they knew the gun was on D, and then they got sandwiched in the spawn, like I was saying before, you can do that, and it was pretty easy for them to do it, so now Arcade's on a decent ad. They need some pressure on E though, they're just gonna walk in here, SDCK on E, like without any contest whatsoever.
This is the issue, like, SDCK are not having to fight for these choke points. You know, Open Squad are holding as a group, but they're not holding down the correct points right now. You know, they're letting them in, and you look at the amount of cap time that's on E, and look at Poker, he's up into heaven, and Nubby and JackeyLegs actually just above the door getting an arrow. I'm not sure if they're aware there's going to be an Uber. JackeyLegs is still above, and he's just going to juggle them around, and the Murphy Uber is looking desperately for people to kill against Kazarok, but then JackeyLegs is going to jump in, gets one rocket, he lands in a second, and it basically craters Arcade, thrusting him into the ground. Gedu, JackeyLegs, and Nubby are all going to die though. Murphy with the pan is going to keep his team alive on this point for slightly longer, but Poker up in heaven, Spans is going to try and contest him now, it's going to take him down, and Open Squad actually recontest that really well, despite giving the entire point for free.
Yeah, I don't know, they kind of disrespected the Uber, they weren't really in a great position for that, and Murphy actually managed to get like a decent amount of damage down before he went down himself. So they're going to try and come back on the C point. Denker's kind of watching through this window, manages to get May there, getting bombed by JackeyLegs, but it needs to be more of a grouping here. Like, the gun is still on D actually, I really feel like Kareem needs to try and attempt to move this in with his team, but he's just not had an opportunity to.
Yeah, they're getting cap time on this point again. I mean, Gedu dying means Arcades does have an Uber advantage, but wow, 6 players, including Arcades himself, Mezzo with the double stab. Blur also gets ambied down there as Mezzo finishes off. Psycho comes onto the point but loses his knife to the fire. It melts away and Yahoo is going to strum that guitar. Karik is going to ignore him and try and go for the medic instead, but does not manage to get any damage on Gedu worthy of taking him down. Lardox will spawn, but it's hard for him to do anything with the entirety of the SDCK team staring. 6-10 though, Buck is not it's not the fastest time we could potentially have seen her.
True. I mean, yeah, I feel like SDCK maybe get a bit complacent there, doing some very weird strats, but yeah, getting the 6-10 time nevertheless.
But apparently I'm hearing from Wiethoofd in the sky we've got a Scottish resistance from Nubby. So I'll have to see if we get any sort of weird and wacky traps.
So he's putting crit stickies on A, and he's putting them around. So he has 4 stickies of crits, and
Huge.
because it's Scottish resistance, he can get them like independently. But I think they're going to go for another crits on the A point. So this is the more traditional kind of area. I remember Eames managed to get a 7k for us, including a med drop and a sentry drop, with the engineer, with the stickies in this area. So not only has he got stickies here, he's got crit stickies on the point. So if we might catch 1 or 2 people slow down the A cap, but if they do that, then they're going to call that those stickies are gone, and then the stickies that are in the corridor probably won't be expected as much. So probably that's the play.
Awesome.
I'm looking at Kazarok though. He's got a bit of elevation. Does take down Denker and Nubby with one of those stickies, and he has more weighting. So we'll have to see if those come into play later on.
So that's the blind there, because I don't know where the Mezzo was coming.
You can see through the wall though with the Scottish resistance. That's the thing. So
that's interesting. But I mean, they're going to have to rely on Jackie or Mezzo calling these, I think. But Mezzo's kind of close to this choke area where the rest of Open Squad are lining up to come through A. But let's see what they do. Oh, Nubi's actually watching these right now. He's very far on the bat. But I think he's okay. Yeah, Spans called all this though. Nice bonk. Spans actually called all those sticks. But let's see what they do.
yeah, I mean it's so common now. They're trying to clear them out. I mean, it's slowing them down so much that it's enabled SDCK to rotate around and be here in preparation. As there we go, Lardox jumps through. That last set of stickies does go down as Nubby does a taunt just to rub it in slightly more. But yeah, I mean, it took so long for them to clear those stickies and get themselves into position that SDCK were able to rotate really quickly. But look at Murphy, he's on B. The Ubers are exchanged on B. That sentry surely will go down for Clark. It does actually gets flashed there. Gedu keeping his building man alive, and Clark somehow survives, but Murphy doesn't. But the repush is coming in from Open Squad right now. Blur comes down from drop down and starts taking names. Jackie Legs is still alive, does take down Denker from behind enemy lines. So he is being integral right now, and people don't know where to look to clear him out. 3 down though for SDCK. This should be possible for Open Squad to repush with their spawns.
Yeah, nobody's kind of like the only one in here. Gedu is not on 100% just about yet. Can't reposition the sentry a bit further back, but still they kind of come in here. They got some more people in. Blur's on this high ground. I don't think Kaz has managed to rotate back. Kaz is actually on the other side of the map with Mezzo. I don't really know what they're trying to go for. Are they going for a drop down play? I think they're going for a drop. No, I don't even know what they're doing. But either way, yeah, Open Squad coming back in here.
It's Huntsman. I mean, he's just patrolling.
Explains everything.
There is actually an Uber coming in from SDCK. They dropped Nubby, and Yahoo is on the
flog.
So he can't air blast and take that space. Sis is just going to push him away. But Yahoo probably just trying to build up that oomph charge and maybe re-push with some crits later on. That could be absolutely destructive. Blur gets taken down with the... Oh no! Oh, this is all going wrong. Murphy has got so many pan kills. I can't keep up. Lots of people died, but including arcades, so no heals. And somehow SDCK still have B, and Yahoo's still alive. And that flog's gonna come out, dude. It could get messy. This could get pretty messy.
Yeah, I think Jackie and like Gedu and Poker are like the only 3 people on like a legitimate loadout right now for SDCK. We've actually got Nubby on shield as well. He's actually got demo night. Nubby's full demo night right now. He gets sniped by Tinker as he tries to charge down the corridor. But yeah, they're trying to hold high ground with Jackie Legs and trying to build up his control once again. But it's kind of just all 9 people on B right now, and it's allowed some space for Open Squad on E.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to go for the E cap here, and it's a legitimate strategy. Gedu does have that charge. Arcades does not, and Flog comes out, and it is a crits Uber Flog. Yahoo is being air blasted away by Sis, and he gets air blasted into the pit. Oh no! He did get 1 kill with that Flog charge, so yeah, it was enough for SDCK to regain control of E. But Arcades survived, 75%. Yahoo and Nubby down for another 10 seconds. Open Squad are pressuring B as well, so there's a lot of stuff that could go wrong here for SDCK if they don't lock down this E area. This Uber exchange from Open Squad is going to be really important.
I'm just watching Hazard just spam arrows in this
Jackie in a bit.
And yeah, Jackie goes to the pit, who's above the doorway, gets to force on Arcades though. Murphy gonna try and surge forward through this main connector, but it's only Arcades and Murphy right now, there's no one else in here really.
Nubby tries to like do a shield charge, Demonite charge through the corridor and just dies to a sticky trap. Arcades is gonna get burned down by the flog. I have no idea what they were trying to do there. They Ubered in through BC to try and like get behind SDCK on B. I'm not sure why they didn't just try to lock down E and get people on the point and maybe just wait for SDCK to rotate and Uber into them then, but they go for the B point right now. It does look like they will get it. 3 down now, including Gedu. So no heals. Yahoo is going to crit to get 2. Takes down Murphy, and that's going to be less cap time. 120 seconds, Buck. This is still possible, but unlikely.
The beat is chopping Blur with the headless horseman thing. He goes down though to Karik, but they're gonna try and walk the way maybe through Cliff here. Jackie gets caught out. Mezzo's actually still in here, kind of trapped. You just realised my tanker is holding W, but yeah, gonna try and get some C space here. We've got a mini actually from Clark underneath this balcony, but I don't know whether they're gonna completely ignore us and go E.
Yeah, I mean, Gedu and Arcades pretty much equal Ubers here. It's about like a 5-10% advantage for Arcades. But with Lardox and Spans on the point, they're getting some decent cap time. It's actually times 4. It's getting to about 2/3, and Yahoo's gone down. So, you know, Sis is actually going to burn down May as well. There's a lot of players. There's only 5 players left alive for SDCK. They're not getting on the point.
Oh, Jackie! Oh, Jackie, she's... Get him! Oh, get some break! Can he cap it out? Oh, no! No one else can get on it. Can Psycho get in? Where's Psycho? Oh,
no, Psycho falls in the pit! No!
Oh,
Tries to jump and falls in the pit. Tragic.
That was so clutch and almost a throw for SDCK that they probably had their butts clinched. I've got no words.
What am I watching? Why did I spend the evening watching this with you, Buck? What are we doing with our lives? SDCK do take that second round somehow, despite swapping all of their loadouts. Yeah. And basically what happened, Open Squad could have been able to cap at Jackie Legs with the rocket, still running that that black box. He wasn't trolling. Manages to kill the players on the point. Arcade jumps on the point as he's got the speed to reach it, and then drops as he tries to cap. And then Blur and Psycho tried to reach the point but couldn't. Didn't have the speed, and it just the round ends with a whimper. So there we go. That was CP Steel Week. I think there's still one more game to go. We also have Sunday's game, which we'll be trying to cover between Envision and Bank Heist. The winner goes into the playoffs. It is Steel. There's no chance of a tie. We need to have a winner. We also have some merch available from the Lockdown Throwdown. Check that out on our website. And of course, check out the Patreon, the Twitter, the Discord if you want to keep update with everything Critscast. But this has been Week 5, Season 21, SDCK versus Open Squad. SDCK proving themselves just too strong this time around, and they have a few more games to go. I've been CeeJaey, Buck, and Wiethoofd. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Hi, old beaver! Away!